What it do, beloved? It's the squads, the lads, it's the boys. Yes, hopping up into it. Verse 40, chapter 10, book of Matthew. He that receiveth you receiveth me, and he that receiveth me receiveth him that sent me. He that receiveth a prophet in the name of a prophet shall receive a prophet's reward. And he that receiveth a righteous man in the name of a righteous man shall receive a righteous man's reward. And whosoever shall give to drink unto one of these little ones a cup of cold water only in the name of a disciple, verily I say unto you, he shall in no wise lose his reward. Dang. Hey, yo. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was going one way, but it hit me with the swerve. It hit me with the, yeah. GPS was saying take a right. It took a dang U. Okay? It hit the jump. Stunt zone, stunt spot completed. Man. What you mean? Let's run it back. He that receiveth you receiveth me. Right? So right there, right? They receiving you living for the Lord, you a disciple of Christ, you a follower of the Lord, walking on the path. You make a stop along the path, they receive you. They receive the Lord. They may not believe the Lord. They may not be walking in the way on the path that the Lord had laid out for them up until this point. But guess what? They took a little step on. They took a little jog on that path. The path they were on crossed the path that the Lord had for them. Now it's up to them to continue along that path, but hey, that path crossed. Maybe it'll cross again. Interesting. And he that receiveth me receiveth him that sent me. So if they receive you, you are an emissary of the Lord, right? Of Christ, right? You're an emissary of Jesus, right? So if they're accepting you, they're accepting Jesus. And if they're accepting the Son of God, they're going to receive, they're accepting the gift of God. They're accepting God, the Father, right? Whether they like it or not, whether they know it or not, that's what it is, right? That's pretty dope, honestly. That just goes to show the love of Christ, right? The love of God. He's looking for any chance to bless you, to love you, to give you that gift, right? Even if you don't rock with him like that, right? He will still bless you if you bless his people, right? If you show love to his people, right? Yeah, that's pretty safe, bro. That's a good way to live, right? to think, hey, someone blessing your homie, hey, guess what? Bless them back. Bless them, bro. If they bless your homie, they bless you, because anyone that helps the homie is helping the gang, right? Rising tide raises all ships, right? Hey, 41. He that receiveth a prophet in the name of a prophet shall receive a prophet's reward. So you accept, as he's saying in 40, right? Verse 40, if you're accepting one of the followers of Christ, a prophet in this case, you're going to receive the same reward as that prophet, which is understandable because you're taking the risks of, in this case, housing a prophet, right? The world ain't going to be like, oh, like, oh yeah, no, it's okay, like, you were just helping him, survive all of our onslaughts and stuff. Like, no, actually, they're gonna kill you, just the same as they're gonna kill the prophet, right? They're gonna subject you to the same punishments, if not worse, to prove a point to the others that might have that inside their heart, that goodwill, that good nature inside their heart, just to show them, hey, yo, don't do this, because you're gonna have a harder time than the people that you help, right? So, along that thought process, yeah, you're gonna receive the same reward as a prophet. But the thing is, and we'll keep going, he that receiveth a righteous man in the name of a righteous man shall receive a righteous man's reward. Oh, dang, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. The thing is, though, are you going to receive that reward regardless? Because he is saying, receiveth a prophet in the name of a prophet, receiveth a righteous man in the name of a righteous man, right? You aren't receiving him in the name of Christ. You aren't following Christ. Are you not saved? Right? Are you going to go to heaven? Do you need to go to heaven to receive that reward? Interesting. Is heaven heaven and hell black and white? I don't know. I think so. I thought so. But this passage right here makes me question. Do you need to go to heaven? Do you need to be with God? Like, right? Like, that seems like that. Like, you when you die, you need to go, be with God, right? Like, I don't know. Is heaven how some theories are, where it's like multi-layered, right? And like different righteous levels, different rewards go to different. I don't know, bro. I don't know. That's interesting. That's an interesting thought, because if it is, it's like, that I've talked about it before, where it's, you're doing these things. If you're doing these things for the reward, are you really doing them? Right? I don't know. I'm sure definitely some people are doing these things without the reward in mind, but the people that are doing the same things that the people are that are doing not for the reward, but are the people that are doing those same things. So you got two people. One's doing the stuff for no reward, right? Just doing them. The other person is doing it for the reward. Is that person that's doing it for the reward going to get the same reward as the person that's not doing the same thing for the reward? I don't know. Is the top guy, because that's the thing that brings up the question, if heaven is multi-layered based on your rewards, based on your works and stuff, like, is the top guy just gonna be some dude that like bag maxed for God, right? He's like, yeah, I'm going to do all of these things so I can be the top guy in heaven, right? Right, dude? Wouldn't that mean that the person with the most money is able to do the most good and the most works? The person with the most money in the world, right, is able to do the most works most good, right? I don't know. Or maybe I don't know, bro. I don't know. Or your rewards based on how much you sacrifice what you have, you know what I'm saying? Where it's like there's that one story of the old lady that walked up into the temple, casting her 2 mites, and just said, yo, like she has given more than everyone else because she gave all that she had, right? So, is the, is that how the reward works? Where it's like, all right, so you based on a percentage of what you have compared to the amount of good that you've done, right? So you don't have anything, but you gave everything you had, right? Which is nothing compared to top guy, right? Would that then make you the top guy because you gave everything you had? I would, I guess. Right? I don't know. But he that receiveth a righteous man in the name of a righteous man shall receive a righteous man's reward. You once again, even if you ain't doing it for the right reasons, you still get the reward that righteous man gets, right? Which is like, dang, bro. Again. So then the top guy with the most money is out here. He's like, all right, then bet. Then all I need to do is find all the prophets, all the righteous men, help all of them so I can get all their rewards. So then that would cancel out the amount of good so it's like, because if you get the same value of reward that these righteous men, that these prophets are, getting, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know about that one. That's a lot to think about. And I mean, honestly, bro, at the end of the day, I don't really care about other people's rewards, I guess. I'm going to just keep doing the best I can and living for God the best I can and worry about my relationship with God rather than worrying about everybody else's. End of the day, if heaven is, just heaven, just like the one heaven, right? Then hey, I'm good, right? I'm fine. And if heaven is the multi-layered heaven, and I make it into the bottom tier, guess what, bro? I'm still in heaven. I'm not in hell. I'm still with God, right? So, do I really care? No, I don't. I'm chilling. Once again, a corner on the streets of heaven is better than a mansion in hell, I would assume. I would believe, right? I did believe. And hey, bro, I'm 100% good with the corner, bro. If I can just chill with my gang on the corner in a street in heaven, bro, every day, if I can get a little bodega on the corner or a corner nearby my corner that me and the homies can pull on, right? Get some holy kebabs or whatever, holy shawarma, get some holy, I don't know, something. Hey, bro, yeah, pop a couple holy sodas, some drink, some food. Hey, bro, I'm good. My homies, yeah, my kitty cat, you know how it is. Hey, I'm good. 42. And whosoever shall give a drink unto one of these little ones, children, a cup of cold water, only in the name of a disciple, verily I say unto you, he shall in no wise lose his reward. Because once again, the kids are the only thing that is giving you and me a chance at life, I think. Obviously, God's eternal mercy. Obviously, yeah, again, God's eternal grace, all that in love. But in my head, what's the only innocence? What's the only hope for a better, brighter tomorrow? The only hope that the world gets better. The only truly innocent and truly true reason that God would never destroy the world is because he doesn't want to destroy innocence, right? There's still innocence on the world, right? There's still his perfect creation on the world, right? There's still some life untainted by sin, right? Which is children. And that's why, I think from what I've read and what I understand, that's why Christ talks so many times about taking care of the kids, is because they're the only innocence on the world. They're the only light on the earth, right? I think it makes sense to me, right? I don't know, but it does make sense. Dang, bro, I think that's why we got the dang rainbows, because he saw the innocent lives washed away in the flood for sins they did not commit, paying for the sins of their fathers and mothers and those that came before. He looked down on that and he said, nah, ain't gonna do that again. That's not it. And he gave us the rainbow and said, hey, this is my covenant that I will never destroy the innocent again. And hey, look at what the rainbow is today. It is a banner for those that would destroy the innocent, for those that would take the innocence from the innocent. Interesting. Also, this brings the giving a cold cup of water only in the name of a disciple phrase would bring into question in my mind. It's like, okay, so all these people that are like the saints, the Catholic and Orthodox churches that, have these things with the saints and stuff, as much as it's not something I fully agree with, it is right here in the Bible saying that if you do come in the name of a disciple, you won't lose your reward, right? You're not going to lose anything, but are you going to gain anything? Is that because it says, oh, if you accept a righteous man, if you accept a prophet in the name of him, right, in the name of the prophet, in the name of the righteous man, you'll gain the righteous man's reward, because the righteous man is righteous. He's following God. So you are on the righteous path, right? But if you go out of your own accord in the name of a saint, in the name of a disciple, you won't lose anything, but will you gain something? I don't know. But something to think about. Appreciate y'all sticking around. Love y'all. From the gang. Ask the Father to bless you. In Jesus' name, amen.